Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hope everybody's having a fabulous, fantastic, and blessed weekend. I am your host, Sean Ferrell. Welcome to my channel. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for caring so much about mental health. And let's get right to it. For those of you who watch my channel, you know I'm a huge football fan. My favorite team, of course, is America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. And but besides the Dallas Cowboys being my favorite football team, I also love football. You know, I love. I'm a fan of NFL history. I'm a fan of some of the greatest players, games, teams, or whatnot. And there was a particular player named. Some of y'all may not. Some of y'all know him. Some of y'all may not. There was a particular player by the name of Ryan Leaf. He's one of my favorite guys in the world. He's one of my favorite guys in the world, and he has a documentary called E60 on E60. I've watched his documentary about 15 times, and I'm still inspired and amazed by what he has gone on through. And he recently posted a tweet on Twitter talking about how he was no longer ashamed of the person who he used to be, who he was in the past. And that just gave me a idea of thinking about who I was in the past. Let me just say that the things that I went through, in the past, and some of the things that I deal with now, I am no longer ashamed of. And that is that's a really good thing when you are no longer ashamed of the person that you used to be, or the person you are now. In the past, I was ashamed of myself, of thinking that I was an embarrassment to my family. I was ashamed of my depression. I was ashamed of having suicidal thoughts. I was ashamed of virtually everything. Ashamed of having anxiety. Ashamed of not being wanted. Ashamed of whatever. And so, I had two bike accidents within a 5-year span. I believe the first one occurred in 95. 95 when I was around 10, I should say. And the second one when I was in the 9th grade in 2000. Now, does it probably affect the way I function? today? Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably it does. Yeah, probably it does. And I used to look at myself as someone who was whenever I made a whenever I whenever I messed up, screwed up, I made a mistake. I used to think of myself as the. I used to think of myself as the. Excuse me. Excuse me. I used to think of myself as the most dumbest and the most stupid idiot that I was. Let me give you a few more examples. I remember this was back in 2018, 2019, can't remember. But I was at a massage one time. I was getting ready to go into a massage one time, and I was about to use the bathroom, not knowing that all you had to do was push the door to get to open up the bathroom. The door had a lever so I just assumed that you turned the lever and the door will open up. But I didn't understand that, and I just assumed that the door was locked. So I went into the massage office so I went in and saw my therapist. And I told her that the outside bathroom was locked. And me not knowing that I think she had a bathroom inside of her office, if I'm not mistaken. I think she had a bathroom inside of her office. And I believe she gave me a key to her, to her bathroom. And so what I did was, instead of using her bathroom, I took her key and went right back outside to the bathroom that I thought was locked. But the bathroom outside was open. All I had to do was just push the door in, not turn the handle. So that right hey there, just might be an example. I call that not being able to catch on, not being able to process things as quickly as other people do. And you know what? That's probably from the result of 2 bicycle accidents that I had earlier. But I maybe don't pick up things as quickly. I don't process things as quickly. And you know what? That's okay. And you know what? That's okay. I am perfectly fine with that, because I am who I am. I'm fine with that. And I think what's even made me even a little bit more not ashamed of me is because I have friends and family who pretty much know who I am, and And they're not ashamed of me in the least bit. And so that helps too. I have a speech impediment problem, and that's fine. I have depression. That's fine. I have anxiety. That's fine. I sometimes, here and there, struggle with thoughts of suicide. You know, not ashamed of that. You know, not ashamed of that anymore. No, I'm no longer ashamed of who I was, what I went through in the past, and I'm not ashamed of who I am or the stuff that I deal with today. You know, I'm not ashamed of that. I'm not ashamed that I sometimes stutter. I'm not ashamed of I have depression. I'm not ashamed that I deal with mental illness. No, I'm not ashamed of that because I am who I am, and you know what? There's nothing to be ashamed of. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Not at all. Not at all. It's nothing to be ashamed of. All right. I think I've said everything that I wanted to say. Update on the documentary is still being worked on. Again, I cannot wait. I cannot wait until this comes out. I cannot wait until this comes out to show you, to tell you stories that that I've not told before. So look out for that. Check out my podcast, Tapping the Wall. It's now on the Anchor app, as well as it is on Spotify as well. Thank you. May God bless you. I'm not ashamed of who I am. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Peace out, y'all, and God bless.